All right, what's up guys? It's Matt's Boots, and if you're watching this video, you've probably got a Corvette C6 and you're wondering, how do I make 1,000 horsepower? And then how much is it gonna cost? Well, you're in the right place, man. I've got a twin turbo Corvette C6 that makes 4 digits at the wheels. I've done all the mods, I've done all the math. Let's talk about it. Month of mods. All right, so if you got you a Corvette C6, man, if you got the LS2, LS3, you're in a really good position to mod. If you got the LS7, LS9, you're in a great position as well. Bottom line, if you got a Corvette C6, you're ready to mod, you're ready to make some power, baby. Now, the Corvette C6 from the factory makes about 400 wheel. It's not exactly a beast from the factory, but it doesn't run bad. If you get the Z06, you're gonna make about 500, maybe 480 and some change. If you get the ZR1, you're gonna make much more, obviously. But in this video, we're really gonna talk about the LS2, LS3. To make 1,000 horsepower, first thing you got to know is we are going to need some boost. We're going to need a supercharger, we're going to need nitrous, or we're going to need a single turbo that's big, or some twin turbos that are not very big but big enough. And then along with that, we're going to need some mods that help support it. If you're going to be trying to build something 1,000 horsepower, I would honestly build the car around that 1,000 horsepower limit. A lot of times you start building, you start modding, and you go with parts and you think, man, I really wish I would have went with this part or this part because I didn't think I was going to want more power. And that's what always happens. You build your car to make 600, you want to make 800. You build your car to make 800, you make 1,000. You build your car to make 1,000, and you think, I need to hit the lottery and I need to figure out how to make 2,000 horsepower because it's just not enough. I get it. Now, like I said, you're going to need some supporting mods for that boost, for that turbo, twin turbo, that pro charger, whatever it is. Now, let's start off with the basics. Now, you got to do the full bolt-on setup. First thing you got to do, just get the basics. Get the intake, get the air box, get some exhaust, get some long tube setup on that bad boy. Now, if you're going to do a twin turbo kit, you want to keep the factory exhaust manifolds. We'll talk about that in a little bit. For the most part, if you're doing a supercharger build, the long tubes are going to be perfectly fine. If you're going to do the twin turbo setup, keep the shorties. Now, once you get those basics, you need to think about what kind of boost you're going to do. If you're going to do a supercharger or turbo, you really want to go with the cam that's going to pair up with that power adder. So what I would do is I would call up Brian Tooley Racing. That's what I did. I said, hey, I'm running a twin turbo setup. I'm trying to make 1,000 plus wheel. It's a daily driver. It's a stick shift. What do you guys recommend? And Brian Tooley said, we recommend the twin turbo stage 2 cam. It makes plenty of power. You can run this cam up to 1,500 horsepower and it doesn't buck, so it's a good daily driver, especially in a manual where you don't have a torque converter. So that's going to get you squared away with the bolt-ons. You know, like I said, intake, airbox, headers, exhaust, cylinder heads, cam, all the basics. And with all those bolt-ons, you're probably going to pay about 7K. You know, the exhaust is 1,000, the headers can run 1,000, the heads can run 3K, so you're at 5K right there. You've got 3,400 for the cam, 5,400. You've got your fast 102 intake, which is 1,000, 6,400. You've got your airbox, yeah, so 7K in bolt-ons. 7K in bolt-ons, that's going to get you set up. Now, remember, we're going to try and make 1,000 horsepower, so we got a long ways to go still. When you're looking at boost, we're gonna go with the pro charger or a twin turbo setup. Now, I would recommend, if you want to for sure make 1,000, go with the twin turbo setup. On my car, my Corvette C6, I run the UPP twin turbo kit, and this is where those short tube headers come into play. Now, UPP for the twin turbo kit, you have to run shorties, you have to run the factory exhaust manifolds. Now, you can build some custom exhaust manifolds, but you can't run long tubes, and that's the problem I ran into. I had long tubes on my C6, but when I did the twin turbo kit, I had to sell the long tubes. I didn't have a need for them anymore. So you get your bolt-ons and get your twin turbo kit. And your twin turbo kit, or if you want to go with the pro charger like a D1X or something like that, you're going to pay between 8 to 10K for that setup. We'll just call it 10K for everything. Upgraded intercooler, blow-off valve, you know, all the good stuff. We'll call it 10K. Now, 10K with your bolt-ons, that's going to be 17K right there, baby. And we still got some stuff to do. Now, if we're going to be making 1,000 horsepower, we need to build the bottom end. We really do. We don't have to buy an LSX block or anything like that unless you want to. For the best bang for the buck 1,000 horsepower build, we're going to keep the stock block and we're just going to upgrade the internals. You can keep the stock crankshaft if you want to, but if you're going to be in there, you might as well upgrade the crank, rods, pistons, and then you want to take care of those cylinder heads. Go ahead and call up Brian Tooley and they're going to hook you up with some titanium valve springs, some push rods, a nice little combo to go with the cam. And that's going to run you about 700 for the push rods and valve springs. And for the bottom end engine build, you're going to look at around 5K, honestly. So now we're at almost $22,000. We've got the bottom end built, we've got all the bolt-ons, we've got our twin turbo kit, we're at 22K. We've still got to take care of the fuel system. Now, for the fuel system, some guys run a booster pump, which is okay up to 600 horsepower, but you definitely got to upgrade if you're going to be making 800 plus wheel. And I would recommend going with the 4 fuel system. You can do a double pump 4 fuel system, do a couple of Walbro 450s or something like that, or you can do the triple pump if you want to go beastly. If you want to go big dog, you can go triple pump, but a double pump is fine if you just want to make around 1,000 wheel. The fuel injector wise, if you're running E85, you're gonna have to go with a bigger fuel injector. To make 1,000 wheel on E85 fuel injector wise, you're gonna need at least probably a 1200, 1300 cc injector. If it was up to me, I would go ahead and just upgrade and get the Bosch 2000s, the most affordable, best bang for the buck, but it's really about what your tuner likes working with. I would call him up and ask him. So now that fuel system, that's about 3,500 total. We got about 22K, and the bottom end, the turbo kit, all the bolt-ons, we're at $27,000 right now. We're still not done. Another component that we've got to add, we got to start cooling that bad boy. We need to go with the DeWitt's radiator. That's going to be $1,000. I'd go ahead and do the dual fan setup with that. That's another $500. We're at $28,500. And if you're going to be running boost, if you're going to be building a motor, go ahead and put a high volume oil pump on that bad boy. I put a Melling oil pump on mine. It was about $350. So right now we're at about $28,000 and we're still not done. Next up on the list, we got to take care of the drivetrain. Now at that power level from a dig, that transmission, that rear diff, those axles are going to be potentially in trouble. Only roll race my car, so I don't have to worry about it. But for this video, for 1,000 horsepower, we're not going to build the trans. We're not going to build the diff because you're going to get crazy expensive then. We do at least have to take care of the clutch or the torque converter, and we'll just leave the transmission and the rear diff stock for now and just cross our fingers. Now that's about 2K, so we're around $30,000 right now. We've got our fuel, we've got our transmission, we've got our bolt-ons, we've got our engine built. We got to tune that bad boy. We're looking at about $1,000 for a tune. If you have an older Corvette C6, like mine's a 2006, I ran the Holley Terminator ECU on mine. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in this build as well because I love it. You can run all your factory gauges. It's got traction control. You can tune that bad boy for twin turbo E85 and just make it a beast. We're gonna say the Holley's included. We're at $32,000 right now, and I'm starting to sweat because it's getting expensive. We're costing more than the Corvette C6, but if you like building your car and modding your cars, you know this is never a smart investment. It's just to have fun with. Now, last but not least on the list, you got to throw a couple gauges, get your air fuel, get your air intake gauge. We're looking at about $500 for that and the pillar, and now you got to go with the wheel setup. Now, for a wheel setup, for that type of power, I would recommend going with the ET Street R, ET Street S. You can go with the Nitto, but for me, I'd just run a well drag pack if we're gonna make 1,000. Well, unless you're in a 01 or something, but for tire wise, you know, I run a 305 3518 on mine. It doesn't hook in map 4, which makes around 1,000 wheel. It just doesn't. Even from a 60 roll, it does not hook. So honestly, if you're gonna be doing that type of build, be prepared to do like a 17-inch rim, do a bigger tire in the back, get a little bit of extra meat back there. I'd recommend at least the 315 45 17, 315 45 18. Get a little bit of meat back there. And that wheel and tire setup, say you do some V-locks, 700 rim, 2 tires, 1,000, 500 each. You're looking at 2,700. So at the end of the day, man, if you want to build a Corvette C6 that is 1,000 plus horsepower at the wheels, you're looking around $35,000. Now you can do it a little cheaper if you don't build the engine, and you can save a couple bucks like that. You're going to be counting down the days if you're running that stock bottom end. And either way, with that 1,000 horsepower, it's still not going to be as reliable. And with the stock transmission, stock diff, you still got to work on that as well. And if you want to do the stock diff and you want to build up the transmission, you can call up RPM. They've got some really good setups, but you're looking at anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15K if you want to do the torque tube axles, rear diff, transmission, the whole shebang. Bottom line, making 1,000 horsepower is expensive. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching me. I just want to shoot a quick video talking about the Corvette C6 during the month of mods. How much does it cost to make 1,000 plus horsepower at the wheel? What all do you need? Appreciate you guys watching. A fan of Corvettes, twin turbo Corvettes, fast cars in general. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.